As far as me though, like I'm not that type of dude. I'm not that type of artist. Like I stick to what I know. You know what I mean? And what I know is, you know what I'm saying, spit from the heart. You know what I mean? Come from the heart, write from the heart. You know what I mean? I'm not one of these dudes that fabricate too much on wax. Like if I do fabricate, you know what I mean, it's gonna be storytelling. Like that's one of my strong fortes. Like, you know what I mean, when I write, I like to tell stories. I like to just go out the norm with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like granted, it's all good to talk about money, clothes, hoes, and you know, I'm just that typical shit. Like every nigga in this world love the floors. Like every nigga in this world like to stun on somebody or make, you know what I'm saying? But it's not what it's all about. Like, you know what I mean? And you got people on the outside of hip hop that look in, and then when that's all they see, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I mean? They kind of like, they brand us with that. They label us with that, like, you know? And that's not what we all about. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know me personally, it's more to me than just that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a deep soul. I got a deep soul. I got a deep mind. You know what I mean? I'm a thinker. I've always been that way. You know what I mean? And I try to show that through my lyrics. I try to show that through my songwritings. You know what I mean? Through everything I do in general. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to be put in that box. You know what I mean? And I think if a lot of artists strive to do that, to stand out, you know what I mean, we would be okay. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like hip hop right now is like basically sitting on the thin line between extinction and, you know what I mean, evolving to that next step. Like, you know what I mean? If people and artists continue to just basically just follow suit, you know what I mean, and nobody pushes that envelope, like, you know what I mean, we just gonna be like hip hop. I'm talking about we just gonna be like just like all the other music genres that just basically died out and faded. Like, you know what I mean, like rock and roll. Like rock and roll, you know what I'm saying, used to be that music genre at one point, like when MTV first started and shit like that. Like rock and roll was that genre. Like, you know what I mean, you couldn't even really get hip hop on radio or on TV and shit like that. Like, but as through time, like, you know what I mean, that shit got watered down. Why? Because, you know what I'm saying, artists, they stopped pushing that envelope. Like, you know what I mean, and we need more artists to push the envelope in hip hop. Like, you know what I mean, instead of just following suit or doing the same shit that the next man do, but just trying to add a little bit of flair to it. Like, you know what I mean, fuck that. Try to, you know what I mean, push the envelope, push yourself. Fuck the envelope. Push yourself to be better. Like, you know what I mean, and don't ever take no for an answer. Don't chase these labels. You know what I mean, like, and conform to what they want you to do. Like, that's something I would never do. I can't see myself, you know what I'm saying, watering down my music or watering down my sound just for $1. Like, you know what I mean, and I'm not driven by materialistic things. Like, that shit come and go. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, when I leave here, I want to leave with my respect. You know what I mean? I take respect over $1 any day. You know what I mean? And some people call me a fool for that. You know what I mean? And if I don't never make it because of that, man, so be it. You know what I mean? But to me, it is what it is, man. Like, I love this hip hop shit. And when I say that, like, I mean it. Like, I'm not just saying that shit to sound cool. Like, I don't rap to sound cool. I do this shit. Like, I love it. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what it is. Damn, son. You gonna hit me with that one? Damn, top 5 MCs. Like, oh man, yeah, I'm just gonna name like 5, like, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you right now, like, that shit, this list, it changes, like, depending on my mood and depending on what day of the week it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but if you put me on the spot right now, you know what I mean? Like, of course I'm gonna say Big, Hove, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say Pop. Of course I'm gonna say Pun. And I guess, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna say Nas. Like, in no particular order, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm gonna go with right now. Like, and the only reason why I say those 5 artists, why? Because, like, out of those 5 artists I named, those 5 artists basically have made an album or albums that I can actually just sit down with, press play, You know what I mean? And I ain't gotta skip not one song. Or, you know what I mean, like, something in that album or the album in general has made like a change in my life or resonated with a certain, you know what I'm saying, point in my life. Like, you know what I mean, like, and it's other artists out there that have done that for me as far as, like, you know what I mean, but if you had to put me on the spot, you know what I'm saying, that'd be my top 5 for today. But I mean, some of the new niggas, new niggas that I'm feeling like right now I'm definitely feeling like, you know what I mean, that whole the whole pro ever. Yeah, Joey Badass and them, I'm definitely feeling them. You know what I mean, they got that whole New York swag, that New York sound. Troy Ave, definitely fucking with him. Yeah, you know what I mean, I fuck with the whole New York scene. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people say that is New York hip hop dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think so. Like, I think New York hip hop is probably like is as strong as ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just you just gotta search for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the internet is here. Like, this is the age of the internet. Like, you know what I mean? It's a click of a button away. Like, you know what I mean? We may not be getting like the crazy radio spins or the crazy club spins and shit like that, but I guess that's what make you hot nowadays. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, you know, we got a lot of good artists coming out of New York City. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I hate when people like say that we died out or whatever the case. Like, I mean, granted, we probably not as strong as we was as far as, like, you know what I'm saying, having numerous artists on a big level. Like, you know what I'm saying, back in the day we had the whole Nas, we had Pun, we had the whole, you know what I'm saying, Capone and Noriega, you know what I mean? We had a lot of like big artists, you know what I'm saying, resonating at one time. As far as like on the radio and, you know what I'm saying, on the video channels and shit like that. But, you know, it's a different day and age. Like, you know, there's a lot of good artists out there. There's a lot of good artists outside of New York too. Like, I'm not just biased because, you know what I'm saying, I'm from New York, Brooklyn, by the way, stop playing. But, you know what I mean, it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, down south niggas I fuck with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Definitely fuck with Tip. I fuck with, you know what I'm saying, Luda. You know what I mean? These are artists that I fuck with. I fuck with niggas that spit. So I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm not into the music that don't really got no content. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if I'm in a club or if I'm in a party, like, you know what I'm saying, a certain joints come on, of course I'm gonna get up and dance, because that's what that music is for. Like, you know what I'm saying? That club bangers and shit like that. Like, I fucks with it, but, like, you know, I'm an intellectual type person. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like to get my brain challenged. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like that lyrical content. I like music that makes me think. Like, you know what I mean? But that's just me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I get down. And, you know what I mean? It's a lot of other people out there like that. Like, not everybody is like shunning that shit off. Like, you know, like every time I spit something, like, you know what I'm saying, I always get respect for it. You know what I mean? Like, that's something I always do get respect for. Like, you know what I'm saying, is my lyrics and the fact that I could spit something that make you think. You know what I'm saying? That make you might not get it at first, but you go listen to it that third time, like, oh, like you catch it, like, you know what I mean? That's the type of shit that I like. You know what I'm saying? Something that I could listen to 10, 20 times, and on that 20th time, like, I'm hearing something new about it, or I catch something that I didn't catch the first 19 times. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of music I listen to, like, that I love. Like, you know what I mean? 20 years from now, I could play that album and it take me back to that spot. Or, you know what I'm saying, it take me to a new place. Like, you know what I mean? That's the music I like. Like, you know what I mean? That music that's just for the now, that, you know what I mean, 2, 3 years from now, you ain't even gonna hear about these artists. You know what I mean? Those are the people that just come through and they just making a quick buck and they out of here. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of, hip hop kind of turned into a big business, like, you know what I mean? And it's at a point right now, like, you know what I mean? That's basically what it's all about. It's revolving around the money and not necessarily like the talent or like the art of it, like, you know what I mean? Like,